Hey guys, if you have been paying attention to this tutorial, you would have the whole first side done, including the first and second layers. Now, the next thing we have to do is to get the cross on the top. Just like we did on the bottom in the very first step, except now we have to get it on the top, without messing anything else up. Now the way to do that is by noticing which pattern we have on the top. Now there are 4 different kinds of patterns we can have. We can either have the dot, just the centerpiece, nothing else, the L, this backwards L shape, the bar, like what we have now, or the cross already done for us. Our job is to get the cross, but right now we have the bar. Now this algorithm is a progression algorithm. What it means is that if you do it once, you'll go to the next step. If you do it again, you'll go to the next step, and so on and so forth. So, the bar that we have now is actually the 3rd step. So to do the math, 3 plus 1 is 4, and since the cross is the 4th step, we just have to do the algorithm once, and it will get us to the cross. Now the way the algorithm is like this. We have to hold it so the green is on the top, and we do the following algorithm. I suggest you write it down. Front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. And there you go. We have the cross. Now sometimes 1 or 2 more edges would be done, but you have to ignore them at the moment and just make sure that you have these 4 pieces solved at least. Just these 4. Okay, now once you have that, the next thing we have to do is make sure that all these pieces are aligned. Now, there's 3 situations you can have when aligning these pieces with their center. You can either have 2 adjacent pieces that are incorrect, which means that the 2 pieces that are beside each other would be in the incorrect position. 2 edges that would be across from each other that would be incorrect, so these 2 would be incorrect, or all of them would actually be correct. No matter the situation, you would always be able to align 2. So even if wherever these pieces were, you could always align at least 2 centers. So we have to just keep turning the top face until we have 2 aligned. If we look around the cube, we notice we have 1, but we don't have anything else. So we have to keep looking. So if I turn it again, look, we have the orange and the yellow solved. So that's exactly what we need. These 2 are already done. That means 2 adjacent edges are incorrect. Now the way to switch these 2, just switch them, is the following. You must hold 1 incorrect one on the front and 1 incorrect one on the right, just like this. So it looks like this. Then you do the following algorithm. I suggest you write this down. Up, right inverted, up, right inverted. And if you notice, these 2 have been switched, and these 2 have not been messed up. Now, after we have solved the cross and we have aligned these pieces with their center, we must now make sure that the 4 corners on top are in the correct position. So we have to find at least 1. Now there are 3 situations again. You can either have 1 correct, none correct, or all of them correct. So, if we look around the cube, we notice that this one is incorrect because these 2 pieces these 2 colors aren't the same as these 2. If we look here, red, white isn't white and orange, so that's incorrect as well. Here we have orange, white, orange, yellow, that is not correct either. But if we see here, we have red, yellow, and red, yellow. So we know that this corner is in the correct position. It doesn't necessarily have to be flipped so the green is on top. The green could be anywhere, but the colors have to be the same, like it is now. So now that we have found the corner that is in its already correct position, we must hold it in the top right-hand corner of the front face, just like this. And then, there are 2 ways of saying this algorithm. I like to use the notation term. What I mean by that is there's either a way where we can say up, right, left, down, that kind of notations, or just by saying a little rhyme and like a little poem that reminds me what to do. So we have this corner in the top right hand corner of the front face, and we do the following algorithm. I'll tell you guys the two ways. So we can either go up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. And if we look around the cube, we notice that this is still in the correct position, but we have switched these three corners. 1, 2, 3, we have switched them. But as you can see, red, white, orange, yellow, it's still not correct, so we have to do the algorithm one more time. That was the notation term. This following term is the poem. So here's how I like to say it sometimes. So it's the same deal. Hold the one that's in the correct position on the top right hand corner of the front face, and we do the algorithm again, except this time I'll say the poem version. Up, away from you, up inverted, away from you, up, towards you, up inverted, towards you. And if we look around the cube, we notice that red, yellow, it's still in the correct position, but now we have yellow, orange, yellow, orange. This is in the correct spot now. Orange, white, in the correct spot. Red, white, red, white. All of them are in the correct position. Now the last thing we have to do is to flip each corner so that the green is on top. Just so all the greens are on top. Now there's a catch. This algorithm, you already know it. But there's a catch, there's a little twist to it. I will demonstrate. You can start off with any corner. I will start off with this one. The algorithm to flip it is as following. Right inverted, right, down. An algorithm you already know. Now here's the twist. It may look like you're messing everything up, but actually it will magically come together in the end. Now, what you have to keep doing it until the green is on top. So let me just get that. Right inverted, down inverted, right down. Right inverted, down inverted, right down. Now the green is on top. You do not want to turn the whole cube to solve the next corner. What you want to do is only turn the top face, because if you don't do that, if you just turn the whole cube, you will mess it up in the end. So once you get the one corner, turn the top face to do the next corner. And it's the same algorithm. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. Top face to go to the next corner. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. Again, since we still have one more, top face. Right inverted, right, down. Right inverted, right, down. And you should be a few turns away from solving the entire cube. And just like that, you have finished your very first Rubik's Cube. Now I would like to make some reminders. Be careful when you're reading the notation, but like before I said in part 1, if this is right, this isn't left. This is left inverted. Remember, when it's two opposites, when the sides are opposites, the notation is read oppositely as well. So, if we have up because it's clockwise, then this isn't down, that's down inverted, because it's counterclockwise. Even though you're turning this way clockwise to go on the top, it may look the same as we're turning on the bottom, but if we look down on the down face, and we're turning it the same way that we turn the up face, which is this way, we notice that we're turning it counterclockwise, just like that. You see? So you gotta be very careful. And the last reminder is that when you're finishing the last layer, you do right inverted, right down to get the corner, and when you have finished the one corner, turn only the top face to finish the next corner. Then if you have any more, turn only the top face, Remember, only the top face, and then you will have no problems. I will post a video later, shortly, take on a bigger challenge, the 4x4. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I really hope this tutorial helped.